Hello everybody. I just thought I'd share this repair with everybody that might be interested. My speedometer on my push bike, I've bought two of these speedometers, different makes, from different places, and I've had both of them's failed on me. I don't know if I was just unlucky or what, but yeah, they both failed. And what I found out is it's not the actual receiving unit that failed. The screen would come up, it just wouldn't register the miles per hour and the trip meter, etc. for the distance. I tried, because they can be a bit temperamental if you've not got the magnet lined up on your wheels and on your spokes. They can be temperamental, but having tried it in all different positions, I eventually found out that it's the sender unit which were no good on both the units. It just wouldn't register miles per hour or kilometres per hour, whichever way you look at it. And what's in these little sender units is a little reed switch like that, and this is a normally open reed switch. It's a magnetic reed switch and it's normally open. That means, for anybody that don't know, when it's in its natural position it's open like that, and when magnet goes past it closes, and it's doing that. So these are normally open. So I got these from China. They're 10 in a pack. I think they were £1.50, which that's including postage. So when you break it down into individual switches, they're only pennies. And I know these aren't expensive, these cycle speedometers, but I like to repair things if I can, and I don't just throw things away. So all it wants is a few pence worth of magnetic, normally open reed switches put in the sender unit. So these sender units, they all slightly vary, but this particular one, all it is a cap on the top that's glued on to the body, and the wire goes in with one of these reed switches on. So you've just got to get your knife, whatever knife you want to use, and just nick round the glue, and then that top will come off. I've just repaired this one, so I can't show you that one, but I've got another example here. So when you've took the top off and you've got into it's only a plastic body, there's your reed switch, and it's just soldered one end on one wire, other end on other wire, and it's just a switch. All you need to do this little repair is a soldering iron, a little bit of solder, any kind of adhesive, a knife, a pair of scissors, and if you've got nobody to help you to hold it, a pair of helping hands like these. So once you've got into your plastic sender unit, it's just a matter of desoldering that faulty reed switch. Now in my case, that reed switch, they're hermetically sealed in a glass tube. The glass tube had broke, and I think it must have been broke from when I bought it. The glass tube were broke, and on the other one, which I've not had either of them a long time, it had got water had gone down where the wire comes out and filled it up with water, and it damaged the reed switch. So once you've got into your body, plastic body, it's just a matter of desoldering it. I just have to let my soldering iron warm up. Just take the old reed switch off. Just desolder the wires. Now you must try not to get too much heat on that switch because they are a bit delicate. So just get enough heat to let the solder release. There you go. That's one off. That's the old one out. Then you can get your new one. Get your new one. Just make sure your wires are tinned with solder. You may have to put a little bit more solder on, but in my case there's plenty of solder on that. Then get your reed switch, put your wire in your helping hands or ask somebody to hold it, and then just solder your new reed switch on. Can you see that? I'll just zoom in a fraction. Try not to get too much heat, excessive heat, to damage that last tube. There you go. That's one side done. Now the other side, you're best off if you put the other side on the same way as you've put the same way as you've put your first one on. I just need a bit more wire to come through here. Have it going the same way, like that, so that it goes into the plastic holder correctly. So just put that in your helping hand. Line everything up. I think that's got it. Not taking soldering iron off yet till I've just checked. Yeah, that's got it. Then these sender units, they all vary in different sizes. So depending on what size sender unit you've got, you might just have to trim a little bit of wire off the end of switch. So just measure your body to the appropriate, and then cut your wire off at the appropriate length. Thread it back into your body. Either screw or glue your cap back on. In this sample I'm doing, it's a screw on one. My other one is actually just pushed on and glued. And then, to make sure you don't get no water going down them wires into switch, just put a little bit of glue around the wires just to seal it, like that. and it also holds that wire from vibrating that switching site sender unit. Now once you've got that switch, that soldered on, I'll just turn my soldering iron off and got your cap glued back in. That's it, you're ready for going. And when you're fitting this onto your push bike, when that's on the fork leg, just make sure your magnet is at the correct angle, square to that, and in the correct position. You might just have to tweak that position to get it to register for that switch. It will tell you in your instructions what distance apart away from sensor, front magnet sorry, and whereabouts on sensor you've got to position it. It should tell you on your instructions. But if you can't find that, just experiment while it's off at push bike, so you can just make sure it's registering like that, look. And that's it really. I know they're not expensive to buy, but I hate throwing things away if I can repair them. And for the sake of a few pennies, more than likely, if it's not your battery, it'll be this sender unit switch that's gone down, I think. That's what I found anyway. So that's it. That's my speedometers repaired. You just need a soldering iron, a little bit of glue, a knife and a pair of scissors and a little bit of solder, maybe, if you've not got enough solder on your wire from when you take your old one off. And that's it really. If you've got somebody to hold the wires while you solder them, you'll not need those helping hands, but if you've not got nobody, a pair of them is invaluable. And that's it. And that's it then. I hope that's been helpful to somebody that might be in the same position as I am with these. If you find it interesting, give me a click on like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you on my next video then. So thanks for watching and bye for now then.